My name is Tara, and if I were to describe myself in 3 words, they would be a woman of faith, honest, and I like to be in control. We got a house 3 years ago. When we got it, we knew that it was going to be a place where God was served. I have always had a desire to have a home. Having 3 boys is very chaotic. It's loud and noisy. I was an only child and I will never get used to the noise. Aaron is the calm to my craziness. I am a stay-at-home mom and I also homeschool my kids, so I am busy 24/7. But I don't cook. My mother passed away when she was 46 years old and I was 15. It was a shattering day. There have been women that surrounded me right away from my home church, and they stepped in to take those places. I probably have about 10 spiritual mothers, and I still do to this day. Aaron and his dad have a technology business, and he also has a contracting business. When Aaron started his technology business with his dad and it was really taking off, his wage was more than I could have imagined. After we bought our house, the company that Aaron partnered with, which they didn't know at the time, turned out to be fraudulent, and we were about to lose everything. And so when this happened, I am freaking out, and he's not saying anything, and I don't know how to fix this. I was angry at those people, but I guess I was more so angry at God, thinking we just got this house, I have 3 kids and 1 on the way, and how is this happening? How am I going to provide for my children? I can't work. Aaron, I think it took him back to his childhood. It broke my heart, and to think that our kids are going to go through that. How am I going to feed them, and how are they going to get the opportunities in life? We were constantly praying together, asking God to move, asking God to provide. I think at that time, I don't know if I was necessarily thinking about giving to the Lord. I was thinking about what He's going to give to me. I put my relationship with Him and loving Him aside. My journey was different than Aaron's, and he was teaching me completely different things. What I've learned through all of this, He has been our sole provider for everything. He is my provider. Tithing is very important to us. Right now, Aaron's contracting business is doing really well. He's getting a lot of work, and it takes us for months. That to me is a defining point in God's provision. If it weren't for those jobs, we would still be in a place where there's not much. The family has had to make some tough decisions in the past with where they were going to go as a business, being integral to ourselves and to God, passing up opportunities to make millions of dollars, people wanting to use their business for pornography, for adult films. There was no question that would ever be accepted. We believe that God has blessed those decisions. There were times when people were giving us grocery money. There were times when my best friend is bringing me milk because I do not have milk. And without those people, I don't know where we would be. The realization that God will take care of me came when we were going through our rough time. And I was sitting looking out the window praying that very prayer when Jaira, who was only 2 years old at the time, came and pointed out the window. He said, "Mom, birdie, birdie." And at that moment, the verse from Matthew 6, verse 24 to 33 came to my mind. God's provision doesn't just come through money. It's much more than that. But I hold on to that promise that if He's going to take care of the birds and they need not worry, then how much more is He going to take care of me?